Hey, what's good guys, it's Zach here with Android Police. In this video we're going to be taking a look at two of the best smartphones out there right now, the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 and the LG V30. Not only are these two of the best, but they each sport some of the most complete packages you'll find. So which one is better, and if you're in the market for a new phone, which one should you pick up? So while both phones are quite different, they do share a bit of similarities. Same processor, same GPU, same battery size, they both have IP68 certification, wireless charging, expandable storage, dual camera setups, large, tall, high-resolution displays that are HDR10 compliant, and there's some of the few left with the almighty headphone jack. But from here, pretty much everything else is different, especially when you talk about looks and build. This time around I went with white carbon fiber on the Note and black dragon on the V30. You can grab these skins and more from Dbrand, link in the description. The Note 8 stands proud and tall, very tall in fact. It's nearly half an inch taller than the V30. The V30 is thinner, but it is also slightly wider. In terms of feel in the hand, the Note 8 just feels more premium and professional with its heavier, squared off body. But I think most people will find the V30 more comfortable and easier to use. The fingerprint readers are next, and this one here is pretty self-explanatory. Apparently Samsung didn't learn too much from the S8 and decided to keep the Note 8's reader in this odd location, whereas the one on the V30 is in a much more natural, easier to locate spot. And of course, with this doubling as the power button, this will take some getting used to. Moving on to displays, that 18:9 aspect ratio is in full effect here. The Note 8 sports a 6.3-inch Super AMOLED display, and my goodness is it gorgeous. It's the best display on any smartphone as of this video. The V30 does its best to keep up with its 6-inch POLED display, and while it's great to see LG finally equip a flagship with OLED, it's still not on Samsung's level. Don't get me wrong though, the V30's display is still nice and crisp, it gets bright, and colors are vibrant and punchy. Now upon waking and unlocking the phones, this is where you'll get immersed into their respective OEM user interfaces. The Note 8 with Samsung Experience and the V30 with LG UX, and they are both loaded with features. They do share a number of software features, things like theme stores, screen color modes, display resolution adjustment, always on display, different power saving modes, built-in device maintenance, navigation bar customization, but of course they each have their own unique feature sets. From the Note 8's large selection of gestures, the Edge panel with tons of toggles and shortcuts, Edge lighting for notifications, performance mode, gorgeous Infinity Live wallpapers, to the V30's floating bar for its own toggles and shortcuts, double tapping to wake the display, neat lock screen weather animations and unlock effects, its own set of awesome live wallpapers, and built-in smart setting profiles for when you're out or at home, or when a different action is performed. But that's not all. The Note 8 has that 3D touch home button, which I honestly think is an underrated part of this phone, as well as the S Pen. Some people find this useful while others just don't. Personally, I love it. Being able to sign documents on the go or jot down some piano chords for future reference, it's definitely a nice thing to have, and when you don't need it, it's out of sight and out of mind. Then the V30 has the 32-bit quad DAC, which delivers superior sound performance, and let me tell you, if you're a heavy music listener, you will definitely appreciate this underrated addition. It really makes a difference. As far as security options, they both have fingerprint readers and face scanners as well. In my testing, they're both quick and accurate, but with the V30s, you don't even have to hit a button. Just hold it up to your face and you are good to go. It works quite well. The Note 8 has the returning iris scanner, which has been improved. It works well. And the V30 has voice unlock, where you can use a certain phrase of your choosing to unlock the phone. Now moving on to the cameras, I'll just go ahead and say it. The Note 8s are better in almost every way. In the Note 8 shots, you'll get more detail, better dynamic range. When recording video, you'll get better noise reduction, better color replication, better stabilization, and much better audio. The selfie camera is better too. The V30's is pretty sad. But let's be honest, the Note 8's is nothing special by any means, but if I had to choose one, it'd be the Note 8's. But hang on a sec, the V30 does hold its own. In terms of low light performance, it's usually a trade-off, so in different scenarios, one will do better than the other. Its secondary camera sports that wide angle lens, which I absolutely love. It's super fun to shoot with, and you can get some very nice looking shots with it. Personally, I prefer this over the Note 8's telephoto lens with live focus mode. The V30 also has a super solid manual mode for both pictures and video. It works well, it's in depth, but it's not super complicated. And you can't forget about the video modes that the V30 has. While the Note has these goofy Snapchat knockoff stickers, the V30 has a cine video mode where you can shoot in a flat color profile or just use one of the built-in filters. It's perfect for the run and gun filmmaker. Bottom line, both sets of cameras are great. They each have their strengths and main selling points, and while I'd say the Note 8's cameras are better overall, the V30's cameras are absolutely nothing to sneeze at. Well, maybe the selfie camera is, but other than that, they're great. Closing things out with performance, both phones function very well. Despite their respective skins, they're able to handle daily usage without any real issues. I will say though that there are moments of hiccups on my Note 8, and while those moments were fairly rare for me, I noticed no such thing on the V30. It has been straight butter in my use so far. From using 2 applications at once, playing games, watching videos, responding to messages and emails all day every day, each phone gets me about 5 hours of screen on time on average, so nothing too special, but definitely enough to get me through the day comfortably. So like I said in the beginning of the video, the Note 8 and V30 are 2 of the best smartphones you can grab right now. They both have their upsides and they both have their downsides. And this one actually mainly boils down to personal preference, as I don't think you can go wrong either way. Through carriers, the V30 will cost less than the Note 8, but if you know where to look online, you can find them both for around the same price. If I had to choose a phone to use myself, I'd have to go with the Note 8. I love the S Pen, I can't get enough of this display, and overall it just works better for me. Now I know a lot of you may feel differently, and that's totally fine. Like I said, you really can't go wrong either way. They are both feature-packed beasts, and they're easily 2 of the most well-rounded phones you'll come across. So what do you guys think of the V30 versus the Note 8? Which one do you think is better? If you had to choose one to use as your daily driver, which one would you go for? Let us know by dropping your comments down below. As always, we love to hear your feedback. But anyway, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the Android Police channel if you haven't already. That does it for me. I'll talk to you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.